Hey everybody, in this video we're going to learn how to save money by making your own coffee instead of going to Starbucks, and we're going to do that right now. Did you know that for a 16-ounce latte, which is what they call the grande, that costs about $4 a cup. How many days are in a year? 365 days times 4. I'm just going to do 300 times 4 is 1,200. 6 times 4 is 240. 5 times 4 is 20. That's going to be 1,460. You are spending $1,460 in a year if you get 1 cup of coffee every day. Just 1 cup of coffee every day. What if you made it at home? So a 16-ounce or 1-pound bag of Starbucks, my favorite is Guatemala Antigua. That's a really good one. A 1-pound bag of coffee is about $16. You can ground it at home and then use it however you need. So it's 18 cups of coffee you can get out of that. That's about 2.5 weeks worth. So I just want to know how much it is for 1 cup. So how do you turn a 18 into a 1? Just divide by 18. So we just do 16 divided by 18. All right, what'd you get?
0.88888888.
All right. 16, thank you, Lorana. 16 divided by 18 is about 89 cents. We'll just round it up. 89 cents for just the coffee beans. For the milk, and that's 1 gallon. We'll say 128 fluid ounces. So your 1 gallon of milk, you're not going to use a gallon of milk for coffee, are you, for 1 cup of coffee? So we want to use about 8 fluid ounces. Now, at Aldi, I love Aldi, Aldi milk costs about $2, and I'll just put $2. Sometimes it's like a little bit more, like $2.20. Sometimes it's $1.90. If you find the good days where it's like the milk is almost expired, you could get it for like $1.90. It'd be a lot cheaper, and you can use it to make yogurt with. If you don't know how to make yogurt, check out this video right on the top right-hand side of your screen. So how do you turn 128 divided by 8? Dwigt?
Divide by 16.
Good. Divide by 16. So I just have to do 2 divided by 16. What is 2 divided by 16? I'm guessing that's going to be like, it's like saying 1 over 8, which is 0.125, about 13 cents. So 2 divided by 16 is 0.125. Thank you, Lorana. So I'm just going to round that up to about 13 cents. So to make your cup of coffee, you grind up your coffee, it's going to cost 89 cents for the coffee beans for 1 cup. You use your milk. You just use 8 ounces of that milk, and then you can froth it up or heat it up in your pan to make it nice and fluffy. It'll cost 13 cents to use that milk. Now, you might want to have your latte sweetened. I think when you make your latte at Starbucks, it's not sweetened. You might have to add 20 cents extra for sweetener. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm not going to put that on there. But if you want your latte sweetened, a 4-pound bag of sugar, again, at Aldi, is about $2. And I did some calculations. 4 pounds, I'm going to look at my notes here. I did some calculations, and a 4-pound bag of sugar is about 430 teaspoons. So if you're going to use sugar in your coffee, maybe you want to use 2 teaspoons, about, we'll say 2 teaspoons. So how do you turn a 430 into a 2? All right, you divide by 215. Thank you very much, Dwigt. So what's 2 divided by 215? La Chalupa, you got that? Miss Lilo? Yes, Miss Chanandler Bong.
0.009302326.
Whoa, 0.0093. Let's just round that up. 0.009 is like saying 0.01. You'll be using 1 cent's worth of sugar. So just go back. 89 cents for the coffee beans, 13 cents for the milk, 1 cent for the sugar. So let's say if you make it at home, we'll say at home. Let's add that together. So you got the 89 cents for the Starbucks, 13 cents for the milk, 1 cent for all that. 89 and 1 is 90. 90 plus 3, $1.03. I hope my math is correct. So at home, making this coffee at home, $1.03 for 1 cup. Multiply $1.03 times 365. What is $1.03 times 365? Yes, a lot on that. $375.95. So if you make your own coffee, you go to Starbucks, and you want the nice Starbucks beans. You go to Starbucks, get your Guatemala Antigua, spend $16 on that. You'll end up using 89 cents of that for 1 cup of coffee, plus your milk, plus your sugar. In a year, making just 1 cup of coffee yourself every day, $375.95, as opposed to $1,460. You save yourself a little over $1,000, right? Let's say we do something else. I love Aldi. I have quite a few videos I like about Aldi stuff. But at Aldi, you might not want to spend all that money on your Starbucks coffee. $16 for a pound of coffee. If you go to Aldi, you can get a very good brand of coffee, again, 1 pound, and it doesn't cost $16. At Aldi, you could get a 1 pound bag of coffee for about $4. We know that a 1 cup worth of coffee is 89 cents based on the 16. How do you turn a 16 into a 4? Divide by 4. So just do 89 divided by 4, 22 cents, 13 cents for the milk, 1 cent for the sugar. What's 22 plus 13? 35 plus 1? So 1 cup of coffee using Aldi brand products, 36 cents for 1 cup. Again, how many days are in a year? $131.40. Thank you, Miss Chenandaler-Bong. $14.60 at Starbucks. $375.95 if you use Starbucks coffee and make it at home. Using Aldi coffee, $131.40. That's saving a ton of money. If you have very good self-control and you're on a budget, and for all you financial people out there in YouTube land, you know who you are. If you're going to use your credit card, the coffee beans, are free. Again, do not overspend. Do not say, I'm going to buy extra stuff so I can get my free coffee. Spend the way you would normally spend. Pay your bills. Pay it on time. Never carry a balance. And then you'll get your free coffee. I'm pretty frugal, and I still get that much money. If you're like a big spender because you have more bills than I do, then you'll probably get more points, which means you'll probably get more than $300 and $350 worth in a year of Starbucks gift cards. So you could get extra more coffee, and you could probably give it as gifts. Be very generous. So all I got to pay for milk, and how much was milk again? Good, 13 cents, thank you. And how much is sugar? Very good, 1 penny. So basically, I'm just spending 14 cents for 1 cup of coffee that I make at home. Now, 14 cents times 365, what does that answer? $51.10. And I'm going to put that on the side right here. With your credit card, $51.10. Now, all that stuff is great, exciting, fun. I could save so much money. But if you're spending the money, it's like, well, what's the big deal? Can't I just spend the money? Yeah, you can spend the money. That's fine. There's something called opportunity costs, meaning like that extra $1,460 you spent at Starbucks. To find the difference, you just subtract 2. Well, what's 60 minus 51? So that means you're saving $1,409 a year by just making your coffee at home, being smart with your credit card, not carrying a balance, not buying extra things on your credit card just so you can get the points. Just do your normal buying with self-control. The question is, what do you want to do with that money? Now, assuming you're paying all your bills, assuming you don't have any loans or anything, that's just extra money you have. That includes like everything, setting aside money for taxes, setting aside money for insurance, setting aside money for other things that you want to do, groceries and fun stuff that you want to do. That's still extra money you have. What do you do with that? You could say, well, teacher, I want to use that money for my lattes every day at Starbucks. I want that convenience. And you can do that. That's fine. But the thing is, you have other opportunities. What could you do? I need some options. What other things can you do with that money? Yes, Miss Potato. Save for a car.
Retirement.
Okay, you could add more money to retirement. And again, this is like, we're assuming you're already putting away money for retirement. So you could put more money for retirement. Anything else? If you have kids, put away for their college. That's an extra $1,000 you could put away for your kids' college. Yes, Michael Scarn.
Buying property.
Ooh. Very nice. You could save up money to buy property. You could buy your own house. You could buy a rental property, and then once you pay that off with cash, it's like you get money come in. Yeah, Bob.
Investing.
All right, some kind of investing. I'm assuming not property, but like stocks and stuff, mutual funds. And yes, Miss Avocado.
Save for yourself for like whatever you want to buy.
Whatever you want to buy. Vacay. Shoes. A purse, I don't know, or a fancy pen. So these are the different opportunities you have. The key thing I want you to get with is like, you can save money, and it's great to save money, but why are you saving that money? You could save that for any of these things. One thing someone didn't mention, you could donate it. Now, one thing you could also do that Bob mentioned was investments. Now, if you put into some kind of growth stock mutual fund or some kind of growth mutual fund, like if you wanted to save it for a car, but you don't need a car right now. You wanted to wait 5 years for a car. And let's say you have that. How much money is that? $1,409. You want to save it for the next 5 years. If you put it in a bank, what's 5 times 1,409? That's more like $7,045. So that's in the bank, and maybe you get $20 in interest.
Attention teachers, it is 40 outside. Recess will be outdoors.
Recess is outdoors. All right. If you invest it in some kind of like mutual fund for 5 years, and then you give contributions, if you go to bankrate.com and look up their compound interest calculator with monthly contributions or yearly contributions, if you just put $1,409 for 5 years into a mutual fund, the amount of money you'll get at about 8% interest is about $9,000. So you could get $7,000. You're just saving that $7,000 in 5 years. But if you invest it, you could get about $9,000, an extra $2,000 by not touching it or doing anything with it. You're not using money for your kids' college, or you're not using bills you have to pay for that. This is extra money you have. So you could put a little risk with that extra money. And say in 5 years, you know what, it went down to $4,000 because everything was rough. Well, then wait a couple more years, and then it'll go back up. But the key idea, what are you doing with that? Are you saving it just to be selfish? Are you saving it to help somebody or donate to somebody? But again, it's your extra money. You could do with it with whatever you want. Just make sure you know what you're doing. And remember to hit that like button and subscribe and share with your friends. Please hit the like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. And the more likes I get, the more this video gets shared. And the more this video gets shared, the more I can help other people in the world to be financially free and not waste their money. Or if you want, you could buy some at Starbucks if you want. All right. And that way you can take care of your children. So please, for the children, watch this video, like, share, and subscribe.